Following NFL Week 14, the New York Giants own the number one pick in the NFL draft. Yesterday on the program, we showed you draft targets with that selection. On today's show, we're going to show you some trade ideas where the New York Giants could look to move down in the 2026 NFL draft. Before we do so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. No place on YouTube is going to keep you up to date all offseason long, like we will. And here at Chat Sports, we have multiple NFL channels, including Lions Talk, hosted by my guy, Micro Mike. It is a race to 100,000 subscribers. We have a small lead, but I want to make sure we get there first. If you love the Giants, you bleed Giants blue, and you want multiple free videos every single day, and you want to help another Giants fan out, hit that sub button right now. This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Let's go ahead and start the video with the New York Giants potentially trading down with the number one overall pick. The Giants own that pick thanks to the Tennessee Titans beating Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns this past Sunday. Here is what the draft looks like, or draft order looks like if the draft was today. Still a lot of games left and multiple things could change. But the New York Giants are 2-11, as are the Raiders and the Titans. If the Giants lose every game the rest of the way, they will continue to own the number one pick. That tiebreaker, though, it's the strength of schedule, SOS, on your screen. The closer that number is to 0.0, the tiebreaker is in your favor. So right now, the Giants had the strength of schedule lean their way over the Raiders and the Titans. Still 4 games to go for Big Blue, though. You got to play the Commanders, who do not look like they are going to be a team that is going to necessarily beat the Giants. They could. We'll see, though, where Jane Daniels is at. The Minnesota Vikings just curb-stomped the Commanders. The Raiders are just as bad, if not worse, than the Giants. And the Cowboys, they are much better than the Giants at this point. The right trade down, Joe Schoen or whoever the general manager is for the Giants, if they are able to make the right move when they move down, that could accelerate the build. That can fast forward the timeline to success. You only have to go back to 2023, where the Chicago Bears traded down from the number 1 pick to the number 9 pick, and they were able to accelerate their rebuild. You go back to this trade, the Bears received DJ Moore, a 2023 first-round pick. It was number 9. They also received a 2023 second-round pick, number 61, a 2024 first-round pick, which turned into Caleb Williams, and a 2025 second-round pick, with the Panthers receiving the number 1 pick. If this type of trade is on the table, a pick inside the top 10, a pick inside the top 65, a future first-round pick, and a future second-round pick, you absolutely do it. One of my few rules, or I guess you would say stipulations, for the New York Giants to trade down is they have to acquire a first-round pick in the 2027 first-round pick. So then you have a first-round pick in 2026, and you have 2 first-round picks in 2027. That would be ideal to me. That way you can get multiple key players in 2027 while still owning a premium pick in 2026. There are 4 teams at the time of recording this video that own 2 first-round picks in 2026. The Cowboys own their pick. They also own the Green Bay Packers pick. I don't think they will be looking to trade up, as they have their franchise quarterback. The Los Angeles Rams, though, could be a team that looks to trade up, as Matt Stafford is getting closer and closer to retirement. They own the Atlanta Falcons first-round pick. And right now, that is the number 9 overall pick. The Bears, they traded down to number 9. The New York Jets, they own their pick, which right now is the 7th pick, and they also own the Indianapolis Colts pick, which is number 18. But with Daniel Jones out for the year, very sorry and feel bad for him due to that injury, and also them working out Phillip Rivers, that pick could get closer to number 1. And then the Cleveland Browns, who at the time recording this video own the number 4 pick. They also own the 27th pick, which comes from Jacksonville. Ideally, it's the Los Angeles Rams that you make that trade to get back to only have to slide to number 9. Or the New York Jets. I wouldn't mind sliding to number 7 either. You need a team like the Rams or the Jets or maybe the Cleveland Browns, a QB-hungry team to move up. Look, I don't think this NFL draft has elite talent at positions outside the quarterback spot, but there are some quarterbacks that I think a team like the Browns or the Jets or the Rams could look to trade up for. Dante Moore, the quarterback out of Oregon, is number one on Mel Kiper's big board. Fernando Mendoza, who looks like he may be the Heisman winner after beating Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. He could be a player that a team falls in love with. Then you have Ty Simpson as well. I don't think he's in conversation at this point for number one. But Dante Moore or Fernando Mendoza could be the player a team is willing to sell the farm for to go and move up for. So I'll ask you this question before we go through some recent NFL trades, not really recent, history of NFL trades for the number one overall pick. What would you do with number one? Type P for pick, type T for trade. I also have to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Ridge, and shout out to their wallet, the Ridge 2.0. It's the best in the game. The holiday season is here. They've got an awesome deal for all of the real ones. And if you're looking to get a wallet, give somebody a wallet. The best place to do it is with Ridge. Go to ridge.com/chat and get up to 47% off. You're not going to find a better deal or a better wallet, one that is made with premium materials like aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber. This wallet, it's slim, it's sleek, it's lightweight, but it can hold up to 12 cards plus cash. It's also stylish with over 50 plus colors and styles to choose from. You can even get a wallet that features every NFL, MLB, or college team. Perfect for holiday gift giving, especially since Ridge is having their biggest sale of the year right now. All Ridge wallets have a new industry-leading built for life warranty. So even if your wallet is lost or stolen, they've got you covered. For a limited time, Ridge is having their huge holiday sale. Head to ridge.com. Get up to 40% off your order. This is by far the biggest discount they've given all year. That's ridge.com for up to 47% off your order during their biggest sale of the year. After your purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Chat Sports sent you. And make sure to use that promo code chat, ridge.com/chat. All right, let's dive into it. I think the best way to look at some trade ideas is to kind of look at the past. And I think that will paint the picture of what a trade could look like for the New York Giants. We showed you that Chicago Bears trade back in 2023. That would be the trade that I am trying to almost mimic or recreate. You still pick in round one. You get a future first-round pick, get a second-round pick. You got a king's ransom. And that turned around. It turned around the Chicago Bears, and it also got them Caleb Williams the very next year. The last trade before that was in 2016 between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. That was when Jared Goff was the number one overall selection. The Titans received a 2016 first-round pick, number 15. They also acquired a second-round pick, which was number 43 overall. They also got another second-round pick, which was number 45. Then they got a 2016 third-round pick, number 76, a 2017 first-round pick, number 5, and a 2017 third-round pick, number 100, while the Rams acquired Goff, a fourth-round pick, and a sixth-round pick. I think that what you could take from here is they got multiple premium picks in 2016, the year of the draft, and they also got a first-round pick and a third-round pick the following year. That is something that I would like to see the New York Giants do as well, as they are thin on draft picks in 2026. Then you fall back to 2001 when the San Diego Superchargers, and the Atlanta Falcons made a trade where Michael Vick was the number one overall pick. The Chargers acquired a 2001 first-round pick, number 5 overall, a running back named LaDainian Tomlinson. He turned out pretty good. Then you also got a third-round pick in 2001, number 67 overall, and you got a 2002 second-round pick, number 48, with the Atlanta Falcons receiving the number one overall pick. They also got a wide receiver, Tim Dwight. Sounds like an Office character. But 2001, you got number 5 overall pick, a third-round pick, and then the following year you got a second-round pick. Well, I don't think that's the worst haul to get back. I personally want a future first-round pick coming the New York Giants' way. Then in 1997, where Orlando Pace was picked number 1, an all-time great offensive tackle, the Jets and Rams made a move. The Jets received a 1997 first-round pick, number 6 overall, so they fall back 5 spots. They then received a future third-round pick, a future fourth-round pick, and a future 7th-round pick to acquire number 1. If this was the deal I was offered to fall back 5 spots, to be honest with you, I probably would not do it. You don't get a premium second-round pick. You don't get a premium first-round pick in the future. This is one that I would not make. In 1995, the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals, they made a move as well. The Panthers, after they traded number 1 pick, they acquired number 5 pick, quarterback Kerry Collins, once a Giant, always a Giant. And then you also acquired a future second-round pick. So all you acquired was pick number 36 to fall down 4 spots. This is not a move that I would make today, and I don't think any team would make today. In 1991, you saw the New England Patriots and Dallas Cowboys make a trade where the Patriots they moved down from number 1 to number 11. They then received the number 41 overall pick and 3 players. You just don't see that anymore. But the Cowboys, they received number 1 overall pick and selected the defensive tackle Russell Maryland. In 1990, the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts made a trade where the Colts received the number 1 pick to select Jeff George, whereas the Falcons, who had the number 1 overall pick, they went all the way back to number 13. They acquired 2 players in Chris Hinton and Andre Rison, as well as a 1990 5th-round pick and 1991 first-round pick. So it was actually a future first-round pick where they selected Mike Pritchard with the number 13 selection in 1991. Look, I think the point of this exercise was to show you that you can get a lot back when trading down from number 1. And you go back to the Rams trade for Goff, and you go back to the Panthers trade for acquiring Bryce Young. Those are 2 trades that I absolutely would look to mimic. And I think ideally you want these quarterbacks to continue to gain steam and buzz and hype and all that. So hopefully Indiana or Oregon wins it all. That way Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, the national champion, goes number 1. The New York Giants can trade that pick if they do hold on to that pick, which is TBD at this point. The New York Giants are always so good about remaining the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. We'll see. That was a fun video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram @MarshallGreen_.